Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again for some more EU4. We're back in as Japan, slowly creeping our way off the island into the far reaches of the land. We have we've stretched off to the east to Hawaii, as far as Hawaii, and we're going to soon set foot on this new, strange, far-off, distant place called North America. We'll be going to do some colonizing there before too long. Actually, Hawaii is 522 population. It has to fully finish before we'll be able to reach there. As per our colonial range, right now it only reaches the little Aleut in the tip of Alaska there. We do want to go with colonial regions rather. We want to have 1, 2, 3 for sure down this coast, and then probably go into Panama area for another, and at least a 5th down here in Australia. Maynard demanding some more military powers. Don't care about the claims. Actually, there is a couple things we need to do. I had a quick peek around. We do need to keep building our spy network with Katai, because I want to be able to claim as much of this turf as we can, and then once we've claimed everything we can, we'll go to war for it. Korea needs to be dealt with as well, but I think we're going to bring this guy back momentarily, and this guy back 74 with the Ming. That's interesting. Pirated us has dropped. Okay, so it's January, and it lost 7 points in that department. Okay, so they'll improve fairly quickly over a few years. We do want to go to war with Yeren. We also want to realize that I totally messed up and missed... Hey, what's that? I thought that was a province. Or claimed province. I missed the opportunity, or not missed it, but forgot to actually vassalize Bhutan. We were going to do that, and then we kind of didn't. So once these diplomats have returned, there we go. We can go into Bhutan, and we can start improving relations again. Because we can't vassalize them. Not high enough, right? Yeah, not high enough. Anything else we could do to quickly boost that? We could send them a gift. That would get them to... Whoa, what the heck? That just changed again. Oh yeah, it dropped another 3 because it just recalculated for January. Now, I think we'll just go ahead and improve relations with them. That'll keep that going. We will want to get keep relations boosted with the Ming. Right now we have improved relations of 91 points, so we can only get 9 more with that. We have a plan here to vassalize Yeren and cause all of this turf later to become Yeren, and then once it's got all its cores back, we'll leave it for long enough to get its relations up and so on. Actually, by then it'll already be perfectly happy with us. And then we'll vassalize them, or then we'll annex them. And Zhangzhou is already in progress doing that, so we'll probably do the same thing. Korean truce is another, what is that, 5 years away-ish? So let's go ahead and do this war. We're going to actually have to bring some ships up to dock, or to control that zone. So let's go in here, let a couple days turn till they get there. That's the Mongolian fleet. Where's the Yeren fleet? Yeren, oh, there we go. I knew Yeren had a ship somewhere. That's all they have, is just the one? Really? That's sucks to be you. And your entire army is actually just 1 horseman. Well, you're a Mongol horde, or you're a horde anyways, right? A Khanate. Well, Khan, you are not going to be very Khan for very long. You're going to be very sub-Khan right now. There we go. Bring it into the fight. Squishy squish. It'll be an instant stack wipe because we have more than 10 times the manpower, or not manpower, 10 times the man of that. Indulgent. Trade efficiency lost by 10 once the air takes over. That sucks. Ew. Get rid of those and drop them down to just a little bit. You can go up here, and this is just a size 1 fort, right? Yeah. Which means I need 5 to get the full military, and I have 7. Perfect. We should siege that's already at a 0. This will be the shortest victorious war ever. Alright. Do we want to go there? maybe up to that province there. Okay, now, what does it need to blockade? All of you? Really? You all need to be there to blockade? Plus 7% on the war? We had some changes with some ships. Now, these guys are in the Garin trade node, and I think I'm going to actually split you guys up a little bit. Cancel that mission. Give me 10 of you. I want you guys to actually go back to pirating, but I want your privateering, not pirating, it's privateering, and I want you to go to the Philippines, I think. No, Malacca? Malacca. Alright? Or is it the Philippines? The Moluccas is 310 that we get from that, it says. I feel like that might be overkill, but currently we're getting no... Yes, spoils of war we are. Loot. Loot and Ulch. So we'll see what that changes to. We're losing 4 ducats right now a month. So if I grab these guys and send them down there... Where's that? That 7 can continue doing what he was doing. He's protecting trade in the Garin trade node. These guys can go down and privateer in the Moluccas. Good. Now, we own most of the trade power in the Moluccas, but we don't divert it to our actual trade node to be collected. It just goes downstream to somebody else. So our privateering is really privateering in a different sort of sense. Colonize the North Islands, the islands to the north. That was actually, we didn't finish it, but there's now fish in the Kurils. Hello, little fishy islands. 80 per year is our spread now from this boost of 25, and the chance is up to 22 for a settler chance. That's lovely. A new mission to accumulate some monies. 629. Well, with our current negative income, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Loot changed. Why did we have... What's going on here? See, Nippon Trade Node brings in 1297. That's 13. That's where we collect from Nippon. The Moluccas is 0.87. I feel like that's less than the $3.20 that you said we were going to get. Good. And a little bit reduction in the influence of the Bushi. Let me see. Is there something we can do with any of these guys? Granting Admirals. Grab some money from them. Admiral doesn't seem like a good idea. Global Settler. That sounds great. They gain 15 influence. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea, actually. Why not? Any downside to that? Not really. Boom, there we go. And we've got, we're about to 90 now. Nice. New idea group available. We could go with that. Admin idea to give us a missionary strength of 3. Oh yes, there was something else I had on my list to do. Okay, so we need to use these points wisely. We could go in admin points, or an admin level. Our Diplo would need naval force limit, give us a naval force limit increase, which would help with the privateering and protecting of trade nodes. Can fabricate claims overseas in colonial regions. I feel like that's a grand idea to have very soon, because once Hawaii's done, we may be able to fabricate some claims on guys over here and just gobble up the turf. We could make a conquer some territory down here and make a colony really quick just by conquest. What tech level are these guys? Oh, level 4. It wouldn't even be a joke. It'd be a bad joke. Whoa, siege war. The war's over. Do we finish this? Yeah, might as well see if we capture a ship. And we didn't. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, you can you know what? Here, come over here. And you come over here, and you come over here. Actually, why don't you guys all just go and run like good little children back down to here. You can split up and move around like that. Okay, Yaren, come here. you are going to not be controlled. You're going to be a vassal. And you are going to give me all your money. There's 33 ducats. That's it? Urgh. 33, that's all you've got. Annul treaties. I could get 5 Diplo points for this. Does it cost me? It doesn't cost me anything. Not 5 Diplo points, 5 prestige. For forcing them to end their rivalry with Mongolia. But they can't keep their rivalry with Mongolia anyways. We'll see if we get the prestige. 6.2. 76. I'm curious. So this, this isn't going to affect anybody except for annoying Korea by 1 point. And Yeren by whatever, 5 or 6 points. But that's alright. So this prestige shouldn't work because we're canceling a rivalry and we're vassalizing them. So they become a vassal, which should automatically cancel their rivalries, but we also force them to cancel a rivalry for 5 additional prestige at the cost of 0 Diplo points. Yep. That feels like it's wrong, but okay, it's not the big a deal. I've taken their 33 bucks, 40% war score, short victorious war, it's over, we have a new vassal. We basically went in there, knocked over their little their little toy horse, and said, "You guys should join us now." And they said, "Sure." Admin or ideas? The golden era is still ticking for another 11 years. How's our missionaries? We do have a few to deal with here, but not a lot. What kind of idea can we boost to? A yearly prestige boost, and then global settler increase. What's next after that? Tolerance of the true faith. Yearly prestige again. Missionary strength versus heretics. Permanent casus belli against neighboring heathens and heretics. Hello? God wills it, and crush the infidels. Well, I think we probably want to boost these as quickly as possible. Infantry combat ability plus 25%, aggressive expansion impact reduction, and global settler increase. I feel like those are all spectacular. We're not doing, yeah, we kind of are going to be doing some pretty aggressive activity shortly. How about we hold on to that and we get a little aggro down south instead. Let's do that. Off you go. That's a change of plans that I will be happy to endorse. You guys can come down here. You guys can both group up and go whatever there. That sounds fine. And you should probably grab the good leader, because you are going to war. The Ents are going to war. Okay, so what did we do with their income? Did we see a change there? Spoils of war 86. So we're getting 86 ducats, or 0.86 ducats from having those ships over there. And now what is it doing with the privateering? Pirated us. That is true. I sure did. And I also pirated you guys, right? That seems to not bother them that I'm pirating the area. Uh-oh. Our advisor has died. Global tariffs. Something we may want later, but not yet. Spy network construction. Fantastic. Yes, please. That is a wonderful idea. We're spending a lot of ducats on this whole advisory type of thing. They have 22,000 men and 11 ships, including 3 heavies. Okay, you guys are gonna have to come out of mothballs. We want you to pull around and go into Palopo. Good. We're gonna prepare for a war here, but not start it until we're fully ready. Oh yes, new state that needs to be cored. That was something we definitely wanted to do. State that territory and then core it all. Now, which ones need to be cored? You need a core, you need a core, and you need a core. Cores are that cheap in this place? Well, they're just upgrading from the territorial core, but that seems super cheap. Okay, off you go. Be done with you, cores. Boom, done. Okay. No estates demanding things? That seems a little odd. Border tension. Naju. Naju is now a claim. So we could war Korea, but we of course are in a fine state of not warring them. Diplo. I think we should definitely boost the Diplo level. Not worth not doing. We get a increase to our settler growth. We're now up to 100 in our plus to settlers. That's wonderful. Diplo, not particularly busy. You're improving relations in Bhutan. I think we'll go fire off some... no, we don't want to fire coin at them. Let's wait until we're fully ready for that war. We should be able to get involved in that vassalizing pretty quick. What is this? Support of the Iko-iki. We have continuously patronized that's not patronized, that's patronized the growth of temple communities, and therefore we have come to be associated with Iko-iki. The leaders of the Buddhist temple communities may hold a lot of sway in our society, but they are also our ardent supporters of the shogun. Haha! Reduce isolationist level by 1. End incident Iko-iki. Japan's support of the Iko-iki. Morale of armies plus 5. That's fantastic. I heard that one can turn out pretty rough, where they like demand changes in your religion. But more demand from Ming. But apparently it turned out well for us. Maybe there's a chance of good and chance of bad. The Bushi granted general has reduced, so now they're back down to 43. We could grant another general from them, but don't know that we want to do that. If we go ahead and do this, that would get their loyalty up, and then we could demand military 100 points. Nice. How about you guys? Can we do something like that with you? Not until October of this year. Let's wait for that. You can't do that until March of 55. Okay. Draft ships of war. 0% of the cost and 50% of the time. They lose 15 loyalty. We could that's not what I'm looking for. I was thinking to give them like money or something to fix the problem, but that's not a thing either. 57 till we can grant the monopoly charter again. I would love to draft some ships of war. That would be really nice. They lose 15 loyalty though. We can't afford that. Oh well. Nothing to be done about it. How are we doing on subjects? Yaren is at 46. Probably because of the other guys being so uppity. Oh, it's also their opinion of us is really in the toilet. Yes. Kutai, we can fabricate some claims, because we will next video we will be going to war with them for sure. Zones, we want this one, we want trade goods, and we want to ignore the fishy spots. Jezelton's next. Good. And then all down that coast. Excellent. Okay. The ships are there. Where did the transports go? Oh. Right. The transports are taking the other half of the dudes. Okie dokie. Wouldn't hurt to have a few more cogs. In fact, I think I want 6 more cogs. That'll actually put us at our naval limit, with the ability to transport 20,000 men at once. Conversion successful. We can do another conversion. Now, there was something else with these dudes I wanted to do. Before we do the conversion, we only have 24 Diplo points. We'll wait on that, but once we can, I want to accept Korean culture, because if you look at the culture map, and we'll put in a cut in a moment here, but if you look at the culture map, this is the Korean culture. all of this. With the exception of those 2 provinces, this entire peninsula is Korean. So when we accept that, we'll get almost 3 full states accepted, and later on these 2 will also be valuable. Because right now, we have a major hit to culture. Korean, not accepted culture. 2 unrest, 1/3 less taxes, 2 negative to the missionary count, substantially reducing the missionary rate, and manpower modifier and sailors. So our missionary is actually quite strong here. Base value, plus the advisor dude, positive stability, enforcing our heritage. What does enforcing our heritage do? Enforcing our heritage, we honor and remember our ancestors and will not allow foreign faiths to encroach on our territory. Oh, that was from events previous. Or ideas, actually, I think was what it was. It was national decisions. Okay. Enlist privateers. What? Ruler with 3 military. Navy is at least 50% force. And we have completed maritime ideas, allowing us to enlist privateers. Commission privateers to disrupt foreign trade by allowing them to pass beyond our country's borders in search of enemy vessels or ships belonging to other nations considered untrustworthy. Japan gets privateers until the end of the game. Improve relations is down by 10. Privateering efficiency is up by 25%. Embargo efficiency is up by 10%. Well, that's something we may want to consider. Maritime ideas. Oh, we're going to have to put in a cut here, but maritime ideas give our Navy tradition a boost. Sailors. Global ship repair and sailor maintenance down. Naval force limit up by 50%. Ship cost down by 10%. Naval leader maneuver plus 2. Blockade efficiency plus 50%. Takes very few ships to blockade things. That's wonderful. Ships can repair when in coastal sea zones. That is really good considering what it can put out for that extra privateer bonus. Now, what else? When fully unlocked, this idea group gives access to the following policies, each dependent on another idea group finished as well. If we finish economic ideas with this, which ones are we doing? We're currently doing exploration ideas. Where is that on the list? We have quality ideas in the works that would give us galley cost reduction and galley combat ability boost. Religious ideas would give us morale and recover naval morale speed. Again, not useful. Expansion ideas. Naval force limit modifier. Really? Man, we can have a huge navy. Absolutely ridiculously huge. We also, I think we're probably going to possibly take expansion ideas, and if we did that, what would that give us? Expansion ideas, Navy force limit. Oh, that was a different one. Where was the exploration? Is exploration not a group with this guy? Maybe not. I guess you don't get... Oh no, so it's all of the military and all of the admin mixed with one of this group. Okay. Interesting. So that's going to be something to look into, is these policies later on, depending on the groups we get. But I love this idea of the enlisting privateers. That's huge. Like, even with the tiny little bit of ships we got out, we're getting 0.8 ducats just from that. And we don't even own the whole thing. Anyways, we're going to put in a cut here. We are going to prepare ourselves for the war on Kutai, as well as vassalizing Bhutan immediately. Actually, right now, apparently. No? Okay. So, Bhutan, there we go. We'll take care of this next time, but thank you so much for joining me. We... lose a stability, I think, is what we do right now. 480 ducats, taking out a loan. And gain some loyalty from the Bushi, which is not that important. Or we lose the stability. That's a lot of points for a lot of money. Gonna take the stability hit. Ugh. Okay. I know, interrupting my outros. What? Church attendance duty is that causes a minus 25%. This is fantastic. We could buy 110 would get us up to +2. That's ridiculous. That's fantastic. We're not going to go that high. But anyways, we will be back with you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe if you want to see more, and give me some ideas, some hints, some things that you would like to see. Where shall we go? What shall we do? And how shall we get these little, what's it called? The control of the spice trade. Anyways, thank you so much, and as always, I'll see you in game.